Oh, anyway, that's a whole nother message. But look, in Isaiah chapter 55, See, because I'm convinced all of us add something to the atmosphere. I worship him, but with your worship adds something to the atmosphere. Glory. Isaiah 55 and roundabout verse 8. We're going to read in just a moment. But look, there's most of us. In most of our relationships, we have people that know us and love us. And tell me if you can relate to this. And many times in the same circle, we have people that want to love us and may be trying hard to love us, but they really don't love us because they don't know us. Do I have anybody? You had somebody hanging around you and they want to love you, but they really can't because they really don't know you. And they might even act like they love you or say that they love you, but they can't because they don't know you. See, the gifts that they love the gifts we share. They love the joy we bring, but they don't really love us because they don't know us. They love how you do you and be you in front of them and impart, get great stuff to them and share with them, but they don't love you because they don't really know you. So they in fact love what you do for them. Love what you do for them, but they can't love you because they have no understanding of who you are. Have you ever had someone around you who thought they loved you but underestimated who you were? I'm going to preach in a minute if you hang with me. Underestimated who you were and didn't really recognize what you were capable of. See, you're good at math, but instead of asking you, they're reaching for their calculator or pulling out, their phone to try to find out a solution to numbers. And had they asked you, you would have told them off the top of your head because you know, but they don't know to ask you because they don't really know you. Or even think about it like this. Let's say you're good at baking and you bake good cookies and everybody in your circle knows that your cookies are good and they want some of your cookies. Everybody around you know. And then one day you show up at a party and somebody very close to you brings some half-baked cookies. And you thinking to yourself, had they told me, I'd have been happy to bake those cookies. And then they're embarrassed because they brought some stuff to the party that everybody's not eating. And you're embarrassed for them because you're thinking, if you knew me, all you'd have to do was ask and I would have brought them. Let's just say even further, even simpler. Say you're talking to someone and a question comes up. And it happens to be in your field of expertise. And you know the answer. But while you're talking and you're trying to explain the answer to them, they hush you, and they're Googling it. Or they're calling somebody else. And then when the answer comes out, you're sitting there saying, you wasted all that time. All you had to do was ask me. And I would have told you. And so these conversations, when we in fact get to the point to where we have conversations about it later, the conversations usually go something like, if you knew me. Have you ever said that before? If you knew me, it wouldn't have taken that long to find out the answer to that question. All you had to do was ask. Because this is my wheelhouse. This is what I know how to do. Hello, somebody.
Come on now.
Or you would have said something to the fact of, how you going to come in here with them unbaked cookies? Oh, when you start feeling indignant about the fact that somebody thinks they know you, and then they do some things that's like just weird, it kind of puts something down in your spirit. How you gonna come in here with them unbaked cookies and I would have baked them? And then they say something like, oh, I didn't want to bother you. And then you're sitting there thinking, have you known me, you would have known that I love baking cookies. And it gives me joy to be able to do this. And you came in here with that junk because you don't know me. If you knew me, you wouldn't have second guessed me when I told you the answer and been looking for somebody else for the answer. If you really knew me.
That's right.
So in these types of situations, it becomes apparent that even if we know the person, it's quite evident that we just may need to know them better. So I know you, but maybe I haven't taken the time to really get to know you. And it's even different, Sister Lysandra, it's even different in romantic relationships, because in romantic relationships, you fall in love with my looks. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, you know, when somebody meets you and they're starting to talk to you, Sister Gwen, they're not saying, oh, you have such a beautiful mind. When they recognize you from across the room, hello. When your eyes met, his mind wasn't nothing on your mind. What his heart was, Sister Betty, they ain't gonna be honest. So why? Because what happens is you got to know me based on what you saw, not on who I am.
Come on. Amen. Come on. Tell the truth.
You got to know me based on what you imagine I can do for you.
Right.
Oh, he looked like he got money. Oh, you be honest.
Very questionable.
Come on. Oh, come on. So people, you get attracted to something about them, but not them.
That's right.
And that's how people end up in relationships with persons that they love having fun with, but can't stand to live with.
Wow.
Because you know me, but you need to get to know me better. Could it be that most of our biggest struggles in our spiritual walks and even our lives at whole are rooted in the fact that we claim to love and serve a God that we don't know as well as we think we do? Hello? Or don't know as well as we really should.
Right.
So in our humanity, we get torn between what we believe and what we say, because we'll say one thing, but our actions show that we believe something different. We love a God, but our actions sometimes present a different picture. I love you, God. I love the Lord. But then our actions are that of a person who may not really love God or may not really know who God is. In Isaiah chapter 55, Isaiah he does this thing where he begins to explain the mind of God. And in Isaiah, it'll almost make you weary when you look at it. It'll make you, kind of uncomfortable when you start thinking about it. But look at verse 8. And so God tells Isaiah, for my thoughts are not your thoughts. Nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Do you see it? So God says to them, he says through Isaiah, he says, look, I don't think like you. I don't think like you. And if you're going to be in a relationship with God, it's almost you have to get to the point where you realize God doesn't really think like you. Because we'll start asking God for stuff and we'll say, let your will be done. Then,
Right, come on.
hello? Because when you literally say, let your will be done, what you're saying is, if what I'm asking for is not what you want me to have, don't give it to me. But in our humanity, again, we'll start praying our Christmas list to God and then get angry when we don't get everything that we ask for.
Come on now. That's right.
And we have to be reminded. But here's the thing, though. He said, as far as the heavens are from the earth. That's two different ways of thinking. That's how vast.
Wow.
The difference is between how we think and how he thinks. And guess what? You're in a relationship with a God that doesn't think like you. Remind yourself, this is a relationship.
Right.
This is a relationship. We got to get past the God up there syndrome. From a distance. No, he's not from a distance. He's right here. Come on. He's God right here. Hello? He's God up close. He's God all up in the mix. He's God that wants to be, hello? A few years ago when somebody would mess with you and you were talking to somebody and somebody else jumped in, you would say, we would say stuff like, why you all up in my Kool-Aid? He's the God that wants to be all up in your Kool-Aid. He's the God that wants to be involved in what you're thinking and what you're feeling. He's the God that wants to be involved in your decision making and in your choices. He's that God. And even though he thinks different from you, we learn from David in Psalm 25. Turn to it real quick. We learn from David that though his ways are different from ours, his ways can be revealed to us. I don't always understand why he does what he does. But if I trust him, there are times that he reveals to us, hello, how to deal with situations. And even if he don't even always tell me why, he'll give me and show me the ability to how.
That's right. That's right.
God, I don't know why you did this. But then he give me the strength to be able to know how to deal with it. Hello? Even when I don't know why, his strength will give me the how. How to cope with this. Oh, I wish I had somebody. I wish I had somebody. Holy. So Psalm 25:4. David says, show me thy ways. See, I don't always know his ways, but his ways still can be revealed.
Right.
Show me thy ways, O Lord. Then he said what? Teach me thy paths.
Come on. Thank you.
Teach me thy paths. We spend our lives stumbling when all we have to do is say, Lord, teach me. Teach me. Teach me your paths. Teach me how to deal with the low times. Teach me how to deal with the high times. Teach me how to climb the hills. Teach me how to be balanced when things aren't going the way I want them to. Teach me your paths. Teach me your paths.
Come on now. That's good stuff.
Teach me your paths.
Right.
See, even if I don't know why you're doing it, when you show me your ways and teach me your paths, it helps me get through it.
Right. Yeah. Amen.
See, the drink I thought I needed, I don't need because he's teaching me his.
Oh yeah. Come on with it. Yep.
Hello. The stuff I usually have to reach for to keep my balance, I don't have to reach for because he's teaching me.
Right.
Do I have anybody?
Amen.
So, we want to, in fact, be a little more transparent with God. Hello? This is an invitation to be more transparent with God. Stop acting like you got it all together. Be transparent with God. Because again, you're in a relationship. So when you're talking to him, when you finish asking for all the stuff for everybody else, oh, you bless my children, blah, be honest with him. Say, Lord, I need you right here.
Right here, right here.
Come on.
Hello? God is waiting for you to get transparent with him. He's waiting for you to just say, I believe. But like that one father that brought his son to Jesus, help my unbelief.
Come on.
He's waiting for you to say, I trust you, but you know I have trust issues. He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. Help me where I'm falling in my trust. Help me where I'm pulling on other stuff. Help me where I'm trusting other people when you already gave me the answer. Help me when I'm trusting my own mentality and my own thinking and my own logic. Help me. Teach me thy paths.
That's right.
So God reveals himself. God's ways can be revealed. Even when we don't know them, he can reveal them to us. And so David requested, show me your ways. And then here's another point. Even if you know him, somebody said, well, I know the Lord. I know the Lord. I've been saved since I used to teach Sunday school. I know the Lord. Even if you know him, you can know him better. You can know him better. Lady T and I got married February 5th, 2020. No, 2000. I apologize. 2000. See, that's how much she loved me. She like, oh, that's right. Go on, preach, Pastor. But in 2000, it's been 22 years, thank the Lord. And when I met her then, I met her in like 97-ish, and we got married in 2000. And when I met her, I appreciated who she was. And I tell people all the time, one of the things that attracted me to her was her spiritual walk. And people don't believe that. Oh, you're just looking at those hips. No, it was bigger, it was deeper than that. Deeper than that. Deeper than that. One of the things that attracted me to, I said that in church. Deeper than that.
That's right.
But one of the things that attracted me to her was her spiritual walk. And when we started talking, I was actually traveling the country at the time, and we would be on the phone and talk. We'd be on the phone and talk, and we'd be on the phone, and we would pray together and sing together over the phone. I remember being in Ohio at Pastor Thomas Duncan's house, because he didn't want to put me up in a hotel. He let me at his, in his base, in his, what do you call those things in the top of the house? Attic. So I was sleeping in his attic, and I remember being on the phone with her, and we would sing worship songs to each other over the phone. And we were talking, and I felt like I knew her. And we got married, and I knew her.
Right.
But 22 years later, I know her better.
Okay, now.
I know her better. And so we are at the time now, even in our spiritual walk, some of us, we know God. But as time goes, we have to decide we want to know him better.
Right.
You see, I don't know her better because we sleep in the same house and, we go to restaurants together. That's not why I know her better. I know her better because when she's talking, I'm listening. And then when I'm talking, she's listening. And I know how to react to her. When we first got married, I really didn't know. I thought I knew. But I really didn't know what to do when she was angry. I really didn't know what to do when she was sad. But after 22 years, I done figured it out. Hello? Hello? So even when she say, I'm all right, leave me alone, I know she only need a few minutes, but she really don't want to be.
Okay.
But she do need a few minutes.
Right.
Hello? But that takes time, and it takes paying attention, and it takes wanting to know. So when it comes to God, it's the exact same way. Don't just act like this is going to actually come to you by osmosis. Take time with him. Spend time with him. Talk to him. React to him. Hello?
Right.
React to him. Get to know him. See. Here's the thing. Paul said it best. Because we can know him better. In Philippians 3:10, I'll read the New King James to you. Philippians 3:10 says, I'm gonna let you turn to it. Go ahead. Take your time. 3:10. See, so we can know him, but we get to know him better. I'm convinced that there are people in church that know him. But others know him better because they chose to. Do I have anybody that's choosing to know him better? He wants you to know him better. Paul said this. He said that I may know him. And the power of his resurrection. And the fellowship of his suffering. Being made conform to his death. Now there's a whole bunch. That's a whole bunch. But he said that I may know him. Now, did Paul have a relationship with Jesus by the time he wrote this? Oh yes. Yes, he had a relationship with the Lord, but he wanted to know God better. And there's someone here right now, many of you here, I feel like the Spirit of the Lord is pulling on you. This is your word, this is your message. And God is saying to you, I know you, but I want you to know me better. You know me, but I want you to know me better. You know me as the one, when the last time you laid hands on your son and you rebuked the devil and the enemy got off of, yeah, you know me because you called on my name and I showed up. But I need you to know me better. I need you to know me better. The last time you were going through that depression and I pulled you out, you know me, I'm capable of it, but I need you to know me better. I need you to know me better. I need you to be able to hear my voice, not just hear my voice when I'm talking to you, but hear my voice when I'm whispering to you. Hear my voice when I'm speaking through you through a child. Hear my voice. Hear my voice when I'm speaking you through that song. Hear my voice. I want you to know me better.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Because I don't want to just be God when you're having a good time, and I don't want to just be God when you're going through. I want to be God in both. I want to be God when you're high and when you're low. I want to be God when you're happy and when you're sad. I want to be God when you're overwhelmed, and even when you got all the answers, I still want to be God.
Yes, Lord.
I need you to know me.
Right.
That's what he's saying to us. And so, but look at this verse. The same verse in the Amplified blew my mind. It blessed my soul. In Philippians 3:10 in the Amplified reads this, and this, so that I may know him experientially. Oh my God. I want to experience him. Becoming more thoroughly acquainted with him. Not just, oh yeah, he's God. No, he's God to me. He's God with me. He's God in me. He's God all around me. When I wake up, he's laying beside me. Glory. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for he's with me. Thoroughly acquainted. Understanding the remarkable wonders of his person more completely. And in the same way, experience the power of his resurrection.
Come on.
Which overflows and is active in believers. And that I may share the fellowship of his suffering. By being continually conformed inwardly into his likeness. Glory. And his death. Come on. See, so know him, but just to know him more.
Right.
Know him better. And see, the thing about it is, it's unimaginable how great his love and concern is for us. Look around at somebody and say, it's unimaginable how great his love is for you. Can't quite comprehend it.
Thank you, Lord.
I knew you loved me, but I didn't know you loved me like that.
Yeah.
I knew you loved me, but this is how much you love me. I messed up and you still here. I turned my back and you still here.
Thank you, Lord.
Held hands with somebody else and you still here.
Wow.
It's unimaginable how his love is for us. 1 Corinthians 2. Your love and your concern for us is so awesome. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, for you, those of you taking notes, verse 9. And the Apostle Paul writes, but it is as it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have it entered into the heart of man. You can't even comprehend in your heart the things which God has prepared for those who love him. Again, this is a relationship. And sadly, in unhealthy relationships, you get in a relationship with somebody, they always try to get something from you. But in healthy relationships, they always trying to get something to you. That's how you know it's healthy. Wait. You just, oh no, you blessing me again? You trying to share again? You keep getting.
Yeah.
All right.
Only givers get this.
Right.
Because you're the one in a relationship constantly and you get a joy. Any givers in the house, be honest, just wave at me. Because see, givers are scary because we don't know when to stop giving. Because givers geek off of seeing the person be blessed. Givers geek, you get excited. It turned you on that they got theirs. Do I have anybody? The reality, look at them, they smiling. And that blesses you more than money does. It blesses you more than a thank you does. It blesses because do you know that we serve a God and we love a God that according to John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave. We serve a giver. We serve a giver. We serve a giver. We serve a giver. Every good and perfect gift come from him. We serve a giver. We serve a giver. The Father of lights. We serve him. We serve him. And he loves to give. Eyes hasn't seen. Ears haven't heard. Neither has entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared. See, givers, you get this because when they sleep, you putting the gift together. When you get this. While they're not looking, it's their day to be celebrated, but you started 4 months ago preparing. And so God, our Father, has stuff already prepared for us.
Thank you, Lord.
That's right.
For those who love him. That's why when we reach out into the streets to find answers, his heart is broke. Because he said, I had that for you. And actually mine's is better than theirs. While you reaching out there for that artificial peace, I got some peace over here for you. While you searching the world for artificial joy, I got your joy over here in the Holy Ghost and full of glory. Hello. And this, see, while you reaching for the world's joy that they can give you and try to turn around and take away from you, when you're reaching for the world's joy that comes with a cost, you're in a relationship with somebody that's not going to charge you for the joy that they're going to give you. Hello. You're in a relationship with someone who's going to give you joy that others can't take away. And Shirley sees that this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. See, so he's prepared for those who love him. And I'm hurrying to my last point. See, to know God is to love him. When you really know God, you can't help but fall in love with him. You can't help but fall in love with him. Because everything that he does for us.
Right.
Hello? He does for us.
Thank you, Lord.
It's for our benefit. It's for our benefit. It's for our benefit. See, he's God. Think about it. He's God of everything. He's God. And see, God have a reputation. Remember maybe it wasn't y'all, but I remember leaving the house with half-wrinkled clothes on. And Mama would make me go back in the house and say, iron that shirt. Why? Because you represent me.
Right.
And when people would see me, in the street, they go, oh, that's Sister Williams' son.
Yes.
That's Mother Williams' son. If I show up at church and got on 2 different color socks, that's Mother Williams' son. Hello? And so God, he's the same way as our Father. He's saying, look, I'm not going to let you look bad for my sake, because you represent me. So I'm going to make sure you blessed coming in and going out. I'm going to make sure you blessed when you lay down and when you get up. I'm going to make sure that everything you touch, your storage is full. You're not going to be hungry because you represent. David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Why? Because we represent him. And we're in relationship with him. Hello? We're in relationship with him. No. Your shoes can't be ran over because you in the relationship.
That's right.
Thank you, Lord.
All right.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Stop walking around with holes in your shoes. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be open. Stop walking around beaten down emotionally and messed up because I'm here for you. All you got to do is ask.
Thank you, Lord.
To know him is to love him. Am I preaching? See, so here's the thing. God is almost like us, and I'm closing. Almost like us. We reaching for answers outside of him. We pulling on stuff outside of him. And God is sitting there saying, if you knew me, if you knew me, you wouldn't act like I don't understand you. Oh, God, see, you don't get it. Oh, yeah, he does. If you knew me, you wouldn't act like I don't understand you.
Right.
If you knew me, you'd understand that I'm not trying to hurt you, but protect you.
Yes, Lord.
Everything else the Lord says don't do, he's trying to protect us. No, don't do that. He's trying to protect us. If you knew me, you wouldn't try to earn my love. You just trust that I love you. In closing, look at this. Getting to know God will last a lifetime. Because every time get to know him on one level, he's ready to take you to another level. Every time you get to know him in this place, he'll take you to another place. Every time you get to know him on this dimension, he'll take you to another dimension. Because that's how deep his love is. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It just keeps opening up. So, getting to know God will last a lifetime. However, check this out. Choosing to learn of him will be an abundant blessing. We got to choose to learn of him. Open your mouth, somebody, and say, Lord, I want to know you better. And I'm going to encourage you in your tough times. Say, Lord, I want to know you better. When things are overwhelming, Lord, I want to know you better. I want to know you better. I want to be closer to you. This is the call. He's wooing us into a deep place. Those of you that have been saying, I want to be spiritually deeper. This is God wooing you. Come close. Come close. He wants you to know him better. Come on, give the Lord praise.